Hello everybody, thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to be reviewing for you the Beyerdynamic DT-880 600 ohm version. Have them right here. Once again, this is a headphone that I did my research. I wanted to try them out, so I bought these myself. Sounded like it was going to be a really good headphone, and so I picked them up to see what I thought. I have to tell you right away, I'm certainly not disappointed. This is a really nice set of headphones. The construction, I read construction was pretty top-notch and everything. I would say they're pretty good construction. The headband is sort of a padded plastic or vinyl. It could have been leather. There is some plastic on the cups as well as aluminum. There's plenty amount of aluminum here. They're very adjustable. The cord is fairly good. It's not detachable, and it's one-sided cord. It's about a 9-foot cord too, straight cord. But they're extremely comfortable. They do pivot around some. They adjust your head very good. They fit all the way around your ears, and there's very few people that have bigger ears than me, so it fits on my head well, so I'm sure it'll fit on yours. They're very nice. They sit here really well. I can listen for a long time and I don't get any hot spots. That's a plus too. The headband doesn't dig in. I don't have to readjust. You can sit here for quite a while with them on and not have any problems at all. They just sit on your head. Not very heavy either. So that's a plus. Non-fatiguing. They are what they call a semi-open back design. So the back is perforated, but really finely. It's not a real open screen back. So I think what they're going for here is sort of some of the benefits of both types, open back and closed back headphones. Typically a closed back headphone is going to give you more bass slam and impact. It's also going to isolate you from other sounds and what you're listening to from other people. Open back, it's going to soundstage better. It's going to sound more open and airy, but it's going to be lower bass slam. This is a semi-open back, so you kind of do get some of the benefits of both. Like I said, this is the 600 ohm version. You might ask, why would anybody, what's with the 600 ohm version versus 250 versus 32 ohm? Essentially, 600 ohm version is the hardest load to drive of the three that they offer. You want to pair this with a dedicated headphone amplifier. Here right now, just for testing, I'm using a Beyerdynamic HA540. It's a nice tube amp with a lot of power, plenty of power to drive these. If you're running an iPod or an MP3 player of some kind, you definitely want an external amp hooked up to it. You're not going to drive them well with just the MP3 player output. This is one that really wants a good quality headphone amplifier to sound good. If it's for home use and you're going to invest in a good amp, this is a great one to try out though. You do have the velour ear cups here. They are replaceable. They do sell replacements, so that's no problem. They're very comfortable. They don't ever get hot on your ears like some of the leather or vinyl ones can. I think I have these maxed out. I have a big head. I've said it in my other videos, but big head. I've got the adjustment all the way out on both sides, and it fits just fine. Most people don't have a larger head than me, so I think they'll fit pretty much everybody's ears. Okay, well, as far as sound goes, these are pretty nice. They're pretty nice. They very full range. They go from really deep bass all the way up to really high treble. They're not. I tend to think these are pretty neutral. They don't spike to me in either extreme. They have a very nice mid-range. Nothing in particular stands out over another, which is why I picked these up. as opposed to some of the other Beyers will, if you like bass more, they might emphasize bass a little bit, might have a bit more sparkle on top. These are pretty balanced across the board without being boring. That's one thing I noticed. They have substantially deep bass. As you know, I have also the AKG 702s. These have stronger bass than those. So if you like the sound of those and you want a bit stronger bass, 880s are a good way to go. They also seem to have a little bit more detail retrieval in the highs. This is the 600 ohm version is a very light driver, very light voice coil. So it can respond extremely fast to changing musical passages, and it's surprising. It's just a little more interest, you know, a little pop to everything. But I'm quite impressed. Good mid-range. Mid-range and sound staging is probably just a touch down from the AKG 702s, but these make up for it in bass impact and detail retrieval. Both of those, they're fantastic. Yeah, so very nice one to try out. I would say this is a front runner for the mid-priced hi-fi headphone race. This is one I would strongly consider. You know, this K702 and you know, maybe one of the Grados, you're gonna be right there for top picks. This one definitely needs an amplifier though, so plan to spend some money on an amp before you go with the 600 ohm version. They do have the 250 ohm version and the 32 ohm version. If you're going to be using an MP3 player, you know, you might want to try out the 32 ohm version. That should be a lot more playable for you. On the end, these do come with a case, by the way. They come in a Cordura case, zips up. Actually, it's like a fake leather. It's like a vinyl case. Now that I think about it. I didn't bring it here to show you, but I almost never put them in the case anyway. But it has the molded foam insert, so you can store them for a while. To me, what are headphones if you're going to store them? I'm using them all the time, so I leave them out. But on the end of the cable, we do have a 1/4-inch adapter. This unscrews to an 1/8 inch or 3.5 millimeter end. With this headphone, you're going to be using it with a standalone headphone amp, so you're probably going to have the 1/4-inch adapter on all the time, is my thought. So, but they give you the option to do both. If you're using it from a stereo and it happens to have the 1/8 inch input, then you have that there as well. So you're all set in that way. But yeah, that's I really can't give them a higher recommendation at their price. I think the 600 ohm version retails in the $350, $360 range. It's a very good headphone, and this is going to stay in my amongst my reference phones for a while, I think. So check them out. Enjoy. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll try to compare to like products for you guys. I got a lot of slack from a few of my other comparisons, but thanks for watching. I'm going to have more soon. Have a good one.